Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to finally show you how we take the red stuff out of your Peterbilt emblems and make them look chrome. It's honestly a pretty simple process, minus you got to take the emblems off your truck, but that's honestly easy to do too because it's 2 bolts and yeah, it's a pretty inexpensive way. Well, if you do it yourself, it doesn't cost anything, and if you paid us to do it, it's only about an hour. So show you guys how to do this. It's a neat way to change the look of your truck up a little bit, and you know, it's inexpensive. It looks neat. It's different than what most people run. So we'll just jump right into it. I'll show you guys the tools you'll need and kind of start explaining this process. All right, guys, so here we go. Tools that you need to do this job. You need a cardboard box. Just a cardboard box, empty cardboard box. Any cardboard box will do. Just cardboard box. You need a little screwdriver. You got this little handy little snap-on flathead screwdriver, or possibly a razor blade. If you have older emblems, the razor blade might be handy. If they're brand new, you generally probably don't need the razor blade. You'll need Peterbilt emblems. These are just your stock Peterbilt emblems off of a truck, and you got those guys. You don't need this. I just have this for demonstration purposes to show you guys how much heat I'm putting into the emblems to get the rubber out of it, or the, yes, rubber, I don't know, it's clear. And you know, you don't need that, but we just got it to show you guys stuff. And a heat gun. You could also use a hair dryer. If you don't have a heat gun and don't want to go spend the money for a heat gun, you can buy pretty inexpensive heat guns online, and there's some stores that sell heat guns that are pretty cheap also. Or a hair dryer. Again, it'll take a little longer with a hair dryer, but a hair dryer will work. These are all the things you need, and yeah, I'll just get started the whole process here and let you guys watch me do it. So I got an emblem. A couple of things we'll do first here. Back of this guy, just take your little fasteners off, set them down, and you'll see I've got 2 spikes here. The reason I've got the box is I can press these spikes down through here. It gives me a base to work with, just like that. Now it's got a good spot. This thing gets hot, and you don't really want to try to hold it and do it. And I don't think it's a good idea to do on your truck either, because if you do it on the truck, you're heating up around all the paint and everything. It's not probably the best way to do it. So just take them off. It's literally just taking these 2 dudes off and you're done. And now I can work with this dude, and if I need to move it around, I can hold onto the box, and I'm not gonna burn my hands. That's the whole reason you need the box. You could probably find other ways to hold it down, but I think the box is the easiest way to do it. Next, we got our heat gun here. I'm just gonna show you what the current temperature of this dude is. So the current temperature, if you can see that, is 69 degrees. I'm gonna heat this thing up. I don't really know actually what temperature I heat this up to. I generally heat it up and just kind of put my nail in it, and I can feel if it's getting, how soft it's getting. If you've got older emblems, you can use a razor blade. Once you get this thing kind of heated up, you can take the razor blade and you can cut a small little slit in it, and it'll give you a place to start with your screwdriver to pry up with. I'm gonna actually try to do this one, since it's brand new, just on the edge, right on the edge of this thing, and you can't even feel it, but once it gets hot, you can. There's a small edge right here, and you can kind of poke this through. All right, so anyway, if you're gonna use a razor blade, what you would do, and you gotta be careful about this, you're gonna put the razor blade in, don't jam this thing in so far that it actually gets into the chrome, because you can actually, the chrome finish back behind here, you can kind of scratch that, and then over time, well, if you cut the surface of the chrome, it could cause rust. But you can just make a small little line like so, like this, and just cut it maybe once or twice. And like I said, try not to push it down so far that you actually get into the metal portion of this. That's it. And you can kind of, I guess you guys can probably see, there's a small slit right there that I've made, and that's probably gonna be the point where I'm gonna try to start with a screwdriver. If it was an older emblem, being this is a new one, again, I can go right here to this edge and probably get it to pry off. So now we got our slit cut, got our screwdriver ready. Now we've got a heat gun. Turn this thing on wide open. All right, guys, so I did that for about 4 minutes with the heat gun on high. I'm gonna say that maybe this dude doesn't work because it says it's 230 degrees, but I can touch it. It's definitely hot, but it's not 230 degrees, I don't think. Anyway, so I got my slit here. I'm gonna basically just kind of push this dude right in here. I think you guys can see this. This guy just kind of starts to chip right up. That's how you would do it if it was an old emblem. It's way easier to come out here from the outside and do it though. Should be, we're hoping. There we go. So I'm just gonna kind of basically chip away at this dude, and you can see it just comes right on out in chunks. And you want to kind of hurry on this because you don't want it to cool down. You don't have to reheat it like 5 more times. And if you can get a good run like I got right here, oh yeah, that's nice. Big chunks. I'm actually gonna say, ow, okay, maybe it is 230 degrees because the chrome's hot. The chrome's very hot. The rubber's not. Looking pretty good. You can't touch it for very long, it hurts. Ow. See, did it again. You really have to be careful. I kind of get lazy and I touch this thing with my hand. It's gonna take it a few minutes to cool down. So it's something you definitely want to be careful with because I'm gonna say you could really burn yourself pretty good. I don't know what it is. I kind of have a higher tolerance for heat pain or something, but you could really burn yourself very easily if you put too much heat into it. So keep that in mind if you're doing this yourself. And I'm not applying very much pressure on this at all. I'm really not working it this hard. The last one I did, it came out of the inside of this L a whole lot better than it is currently for me. That's not cool. It's way nicer when it comes out as one solid piece. If you can kind of, ow. Yeah, like that works much better. I want to use a screwdriver, but I don't want to have this happen again because that's going to be a pain to get out. If I can get this out in one big, keep this thing together, that red doesn't get stuck in there. I don't have to. And this thing's cooling off pretty good now, so. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's better. just getting under it just right so all that kind of pops out. You guys can see I put a little more heat in here, but I've got just these little spots that I did not quite roll them out correctly, and so these are kind of a bear to get out of there once they get like this, and you kind of don't want that to happen. But I'm gonna just apply a little more heat to these, soften them up some more, and then just kind of get them out with a screwdriver. I've not had to do this before, but I'm going to use a pick because I can't quite get in these little crevices right by the edges with that screwdriver very well. I guess this goes to show that taking these out, everyone could be a little bit more different process than each time, because when we did the ones on Billy's legendary brown truck the other day, it didn't take me 10 minutes. I think it honestly probably took me about 5 minutes, but everything peeled out of that one really good. This one, on the other hand, is not being super nice at all. So, and it's mostly just right here, but get as much as I can loose. Try not to scratch the chrome up, and then I'll hit this dude with an air hose, clean it off, and I think we'll be good. Done. Chrome Peterbilt emblem. That took me longer than that usually does, but if you're careful the way you peel those out of there, it can go a lot faster. But man, pretty neat setup. All right, so now I got the camera off the little tripod deal there. Tools that you'll need. Also this little 90-degree little pick guy, that helps a whole lot. I've not had to use one of those until just now. So I obviously did something a little bit different, trying to peel it out right here in the B and in the L. And I think it was just where I was trying to do it too fast, to be honest, and got kind of sloppy with it. But there is your Chrome Peterbilt emblem, and the aftermath of all the red. Kind of show you guys a quick, let's see, let me do this. So make it look nicer. There we go. There's kind of a before and after stock versus taking everything off. This rag's got something on it that's leaving like a little, but nice and clean. I like it. It's pretty neat if you guys want to do it, or if we're building a truck for you and you want your emblems to be chrome, we can knock that out. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Chrome Peterbilt emblems, and you can do it in about I don't know. This emblem really took me. You fought me a little bit more than I wanted you to, but this one took me 15 minutes versus probably 10. But yeah, worst case scenario, it's an hour. Pretty neat way to do it, changes the look up, and I hope you guys like this, and if some of you guys want to do it yourself, have a better idea of what you need. If you're gonna use a hair dryer, I'm gonna say it's gonna definitely take longer to get the heat in there you need, and heat is your friend. The heat really helps loosen that thing up and come out, and it's super important. And just be careful because you'll burn your hands, it gets hot. Otherwise, that's all I know to say. Don't do it on your truck. Take it off your truck. Don't mess with heat all by your truck in the paint. It's not a good idea. Just take the emblem off your truck. used a cardboard box. And you guys let me know, was this worth a flip? Did you like the video? And do you want us to do some more stuff like this? And what do you want us to do? What do you want us to show you on a how-to side of things? And remember, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. We got lots more videos coming. And follow us on Instagram at Semi Casual Show. Cool thumbs up, you'll do that too. And we'll see you guys in the next video.